this video, I'm going to show you 3 acoustic rhythm guitar grooves that will help you up your rhythm game. I play these most every day and they make a big difference. Welcome back to Relax Learn Guitar. I'm Kevin and this is Maggie May. She is ready to play some guitar today. My wife Vicky's behind the camera.
Hello.
Let's get started. Lately, our members have been asking for some ways to sound better playing the rhythm guitar, focusing on the acoustic guitar. I want to share these with you. If you guys would like more information about our membership option, you can check out the link in the description. But today I want to share 3, I just call them acoustic rhythm guitar grooves. Kind of a mouthful. I come back to these a lot, and I feel like these can help you kind of start building your own little library of grooves to play. So the first groove, I'm going to call it the easy strumming groove. You can also, you'll also hear me call this one Old Faithful. It's in a lot of songs. It's got some up strums in it, so it might take a little bit of practice, but I like this one a lot. It is a down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. If you're counting it, it is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so the most important thing here is to keep your strumming hand moving. I'm just playing a C chord, and you can choose any chord you like. What I recommend doing is starting with just one chord. So choose a chord. The focus of this lesson is really about our strumming and our rhythm, more than it's going to be about what we're playing with our fretting hand. So just choose one chord to start with, preferably a chord that you're comfortable with. I'm just playing a C chord here. The C chord is one of those first chords you should learn. For the other 8 chords I recommend learning as a beginner, check out the link in the description below. Also comes with some free chord charts for you. If you look at my hand, it's always moving. It's not this kind of emotion. It's a fluid, relaxed and strum your guitar kind of thing. It's just 8th notes. I recommend using a metronome when you're kind of, especially first starting out. You'll get to the point where you kind of build that muscle memory and that timing kind of gets instilled. But initially, I'm just using a free drum app, and I've got it set to 105 beats per minute. So when you see BPM, that means beats per minute. It's the tempo of the song. So this is 105 beats per minute. It's just a simple 4/4 beat. So we have the down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. Keep that strumming hand moving. And this is not something that's like totally written in stone, because a lot of the ways you'll hear me play this, if you watch any of our videos, I like to put an up strum at the end of this pattern. So it just becomes down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up.
I do hear that a lot.
Yeah,
You play.
That's why I call it the Old Faithful.
Yeah.
It's in. You can use this strum pattern, especially in most any 4/4 time signature song, which is tons and tons of popular music, and it's going to sound great. If you are enjoying this lesson so far and getting something out of it, be sure and hit that like button. It will really help us out. Groove number 2. It's an 8th note pattern again. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You strum down on the ones, and you strum, or the numbers, and you strum up on the ands. I call this one the 8th note chill. That is not copyrighted. I'm going to put a capo here on my 2nd fret just to change up the sound a little bit. And so this one is a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I'm going to start just with an A minor chord. I put a capo on my 2nd fret. If you did this pattern, oops, it's going to get a little boring quick. So we're going to accent 2 of the strums. We're going to accent strum number 2, or beat number 2, strum number 4. So it's going to sound like this. As opposed to, do you hear the difference?
Yeah, I do.
So 8th notes, and it's just 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and more key points here, strumming hand and the movement. It's doesn't stop. As you'll notice, a lot of my motion is coming from my wrist and hand more than my elbow. So it's much more of this action than this. You don't need a lot of movement with this. And I'm just putting this with a chord progression of A minor, C, G, and F major 7. Again, using a metronome is ideal. If that gets a little monotonous, a little, metronome that's really just kind of a easy drum machine, I'm going to use the exact same beat. It's also 105 beats per minute. One and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and stressing the 2nd and 4th beat. And it can be any chord progression you want. Again, starting out, choose something that's easy for you that you're familiar with as far as chords. Because it's really about not so much like drilling and practicing. These are much more meant to be things that become a little automatic. And when I say groove, it's more about like the feeling of playing that guitar, not so much like having to remember 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and an up strum on the ands and stress the 2s and 4s. Like that can drive you bonkers. So it's more about, when I say groove, it's playing these so much they become kind of second nature and you're just in the groove. Groove number 3, I'm going to call it the Neil Youngish strum pattern. Not that I use it all the time, but it's pretty common. This one is back to quarter notes. We're just going to be doing 1, 2, 3, 4. But we're going to change up the 1 and 2 to the bass or the root note of the chord. So we have this. I'm just playing an E chord here. E chord is a 6-string root, so a couple of things here. Playing the bass note or the root note is going to change depending on the chord you're playing. So I'm just doing a progression of E, C, which is a 5th string root, to D, which is a 4th string root. You're also going to probably notice those first 2 bass strums are muted. I'm using the fat part of my palm, resting it here directly on the strings on my guitar. You want to get the tone to be muted but not gone. Also, metronome is your friend. I'm going to do this one on a shuffle beat. It's a little slower.
You have trouble going slower.
I know. I play things too fast. Here we go. Nice and slow. Add those to your daily practice. I promise they will make a big difference, and they're a lot of fun to play. For my number 1 tip on strumming in rhythm and in time, check out this video next. Remember that Vicky, Maggie, and I very much appreciate your support and your views here on YouTube. Don't forget, you're never too old to learn, and we'll see you guys for the next lesson.
Take care.